on that curve. My glasses. Hey, Danielle. So today, y'all, I had therapy, right? And yeah, I know for the past 2 weeks, my house has been very, very hectic to the point it was like I don't want to deal with the shit. But so I had therapy today. My therapist was like, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm like, dealing with a lot. She was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't wish to talk about it." You know what I'm saying? Not right now, because that's not really something that I want to focus on. You know what I'm saying? But in due time, we'll talk about what's going on. So we end up she was concerned about the light bill. And she was like, have you even got any help with the light bill? I'm like, well, let me update you. Hey, I'm like, let me update you on my light bill. I'm like, I reached out to Lacosta. I emailed them to inform them that I think it's very unprofessional of them to not to be reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been updating them about my light bill. I've been updating them with the paperwork they asked me for. I said I even sent them a shut off notice. You know what I'm saying? That my license getting shut off. And I'm like, if they don't have any funding, then they need to let me know that. That way I could look elsewhere because it's very frustrating when I had this light bill that need to be paid and I'm doing my part and they not doing their part. And I don't know about y'all, but my stress and my depression is because I have lack of money. If I had the money that I need, the money that I want, I would be able to do so much. I would be able to do so much and like I won't even be stressed out and depressed. And it's because I don't have the lack of money. So today she was just basically saying that she was like, well, you have 3 adults and 2 kids in your house and nobody in your house is working, nobody in your house is helping you contribute to anything, da 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 da. So I explained to her like, listen, when I was coming up, I seen my I seen people doing things on their own. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, kids, cousins, or anything help their parents do anything. You feel what I'm saying? So I said when I grew up and my mentality was if I needed something done, I'm gonna have to do it myself because one, I don't want to go and ask nobody for help and they don't help me. Two, I don't want my kids to get involved or ask them for help and they can't help me. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they don't know how to look for resources, Google things up, like how can they help me? So basically my therapist and she black. And I really didn't want a black therapist. I really wanted a white therapist. But she was like, yeah, I'm just disappointed because I feel like your kids should be helping you, da da da. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But that's not none of my, that's not like sometimes I do feel like my kids should be helping me, but I can't force them to help me. You feel what I'm saying? I can't force them to go get no job. I can't force no jobs to hire them. I can't force nobody to do anything. So at the end of the day, me as being a mother, I have to do what I have to do because I still have a 8-year-old son that I have to look after and make sure that, you know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do for him. So she was like, "Cause I'm that type of person. Like, if somebody owe me something and they buying stuff, I feel some type of way. I do too." And I also explained to her, like, I'm the type of person where I say things that I don't mean, and I know like I need to stand on that, but I also hold myself accountable. And she was like, "Okay, you can hold yourself accountable, but what are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? To resolve the issues. And which is true. But I feel like, like nothing happens overnight. Everything will fall in place eventually. As long as you taking steps, it's gonna work out. But I'm like sad about the therapist because it's like it's only like 30 minutes. Close my door. Close my door. And tell them I like you. I was coming in here for what? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like one of my big things because it's like it's a short period. So now I actually took the time out today and I wrote me down like a little I wrote out me a little my little thing that I want to go over in therapy because I don't want to be focusing on one thing in therapy. I want to focus on I want to like I want to revisit my trauma, live my trauma, cry, snuffle, whatever I need to do. I want to just, you know, move on. Not saying that I'm never I know one thing for sure. I know that I'm never gonna get over my trauma. That's one thing for sure. I know I'm never gonna get over my trauma. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. And I'm cool with that. And I understand that. But I want to, I don't want to be focused on a light bill. You know what I'm saying? Because today's topic was a light bill. I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to focus on my kids not having a job and they can't help me. Because at the end of the day, I still have to do what I have to do as a mother. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit back and be like, okay, well, let me sit here and I'm just going to wait till my kids get jobs so they can help me. No. At the end of the day, I'm still a mother. I still have to do what I need to do. I still need to apply myself. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you so used to people saying that, oh no, kids shouldn't help you pay no bills. Kids should just be kids. You shouldn't make no kids help you pay bills. That's what you start thinking. That's what you start believing. And then when your back is against the wall, you as a parent, you start thinking of a solution and you start doing what you need to do. You don't think about, okay, let me involve my kids and what's going on, because like, no, I don't want to be stressed out on top of me had to explain to my kids what's going on, then they feel as though like it's nothing they could do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta do what I gotta do. But like I said, my problem and my stress and my depression is because of lack of money. If I had the money, I wouldn't even be on the internet asking for nothing. I would be on here just talking, bringing awareness. But this is just me. This is my real life. I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be perfect. Not saying that I don't have issues because I do have issues. And I feel like this therapist is it's a process. It's a process. It's a process. But I want her to do more listening than talking. Look, after I just said that, my daughter said I got a job. After I just had that whole conversation about that, and my daughter just said she got a job. It's like I'm not trying to put no pressure on my kids. You feel what I'm saying? Like they do more than enough that I ask, especially my second oldest son. He do like if I can't pick up my son for school, he picks him up for school. You know what I'm saying? If I need him to do something, he does it. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about money. But how I wish I had help, but I don't, and it's okay. Cause that just make me push myself either further. I can't sit around and be like, okay, I'm gonna wait till everybody get a job that they can help me. No, I still gotta figure this out. And then you gotta think about when your kids do get a job or find a job, you gotta go through the process. Ain't nobody gonna be like, okay, let me just hire them or let me hire her. No, that's not how it works. Everything is a working process. Everything is a working process. So it's like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It happens, it happens. If not, it's not. And that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote down a list that every week that I wanna go over in therapy. And then like at the end I wanna be able to take notes on what did I accomplish that day. What did I get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I get my point across? Was I heard? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Because, like I said, for 48 years, I wasn't heard. For 48 years, I was annoyed. Annoyed. So now it's time for me to get my voice heard. You know what I'm saying? I try to come on here every day just to build up my content, get followers. Keep doing that. Come in here and go to sleep and just leave the phone running. Kids can eat all day long and then they so hungry and don't even be hungry. As soon as you feed them, they waste the food. Like you got money. Girl. Yeah, man. Like I just want my therapy to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? And I also that's why I'm like, let me write down what I want to talk about. Let me sit in my trauma. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I know that what I have been through, I'm never gonna heal. But I know that I had to sit in my trauma in order to move on. You know what I'm saying? And What I've been through was so fucked up. Like, excuse my language, it was so messed up. Like, and I felt like I would never ever do that to my kids or someone else's kids, because to have someone live that trauma is messed up. And that's why it's okay to be parents. Sometimes you gotta watch out for the people that you sleep with and you lay with. Sometimes you gotta watch out who you have around your kids, even your family, even your mother, your father. You have to watch out who you have around your kids, because you don't know what may be going on when you're not present. You have to have a conversation with your kids. These conversations that need to be had with your kids, because you need to know what's going on. Because nowadays people threaten these kids about giving them candy, saying they will harm their moms or their family members, all because they want to continue to keep doing what they're doing. And no child should have to adore that, because that's not right. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody should have to feel like, oh, I have to keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened when I know it was this girl, one of my she's a family member, right? And she was being molested by her mother friend boyfriend, right? And he will always offer her either candy or money. So I'm assuming one day he couldn't give it to her and she got pissed off. And do y'all know this girl set the house on fire? She tried to kill everybody in the house. And what they did was they put her in a group home and she came out to be fine. But that goes to say, like, trauma could mess people up. Being raped, molested could mess people up. Pop on the scooter. I told you don't come back. And you have to listen. You have to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because any guy that you got around your kids that don't accept your kids or always looking at your kids, that's not somebody that you want around. And you gotta start acting like you so in love with these men that you don't understand what's going on in your household or around your kids, especially when you got daughters, even when you got sons. Cause these little boys out here being raped and molested too, and they not saying nothing because they so scared of being picked on. See, nobody don't never want to talk about the real truth, but everybody want to sweep everything under the rug like they don't know what's going on, and that's not right. No child should have to deal with that. No child, I don't care what it is. No child should have to endorse that. For 48 years, I blamed myself, and it wasn't even my fault. Wasn't even my fault. Favorite day of the week, Friday. Wasn't even my fault, y'all. And that be the guilt trip. People will blame you for something that they know that wasn't your fault. People will blame you for something that they knew that they shouldn't done. Get out the closet, Lonnie. Then my therapist like, oh, you need to get down here to this place right here. And I'm like, well, I don't drive. I don't have money, but I could try to make it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to walk there with my health? Lonnie, Lonnie, Lonnie. There go Mama. She leaving you. Turn out the light. Yeah, turn out the closet light. Turn the closet light off. Because you shouldn't have turned it on. Go ahead, Mama calling you. She said she leaving you. Yeah. She gonna get ice cream. Close the door. Tell me to close the door. The people be thinking that it's so easy to get a job. It's not. Come and follow me, and I follow you. Come and subscribe, and I can subscribe to your channel. Come and turn on my notification bell, and I can turn on your notification bell. Let's support each other on this internet. I'm just trying to be able to make money off of TikTok, get a plaque for TikTok. That's all I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to beat the odds in life that no matter what I'm going through or what I've been through, whatever I could put my mind to, I could achieve it. But I feel like I be failing because I don't have the support that I need. I'm gonna give this therapist like a 90-day trial. So that's 3 months. So it's like they do have resources in New Jersey. They just you just have to go and apply to it. And you gotta just see if you qualify for the resources they have in Jersey. So, you know? And I feel like when they do resources like this, they should do transportation. That way people could be able to get there. Telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say. If I had the money, I would rather be rich and be depressed than be broke and depressed. Like honestly speaking, I would rather be rich and depressed, rich and stressed out, than broke and depressed, and then broke or stressed out. Let me pick what I want to do. Why do God gotta pick me? What I should have and what I should have. I feel like if all the states and cities do something like this, because but Governor, what's her name, Governor Mikey should be doing is figuring out why is our light bills so high. They add extra shit onto our light bills every month. I don't care what nobody say. They add extra shit onto our light bills. Yeah, you gotta register your e-bike. Get out. What? Yeah. No. What's that? She probably in her mommy room. Check her mom room. Stop. You're gonna get a beating if you writing on my door. Cozy, Ander, Diggers, Diggers, Dingus. Governor Shirley need to be tagged into this law because this is ridiculous that PSG is scamming us. And I know I'm not the only one that got a bill like this. Andre, I know I can't be the only one going through this. And I just said to myself today, like, it's crazy. When I need help, I can't get it. But when I go on the internet and other people need help, they get all the help that they need and they get all the help that they want. I'm in this Facebook on social media and people be posting it for help, right? And they be real with it to the point that they be posting like they want to get high. And people sending money to get high. But when it's a real life situation that's going on, everybody turning a blind eye and not knowing this a dollar to help somebody, save somebody. People act like you get on the internet, like, oh, I want y'all to pay this whole bill off for me. No, I want the whole internet to contribute to a dollar. Even if I could raise $1,000, I could put that down on my light bill. Yeah, I know somebody won a lottery ticket, I think 1.2 lottery ticket in New Jersey, and they never claimed it yet. Did y'all see the two people that robbed the money truck? I think for $1.2 billion. Man, I hope they get away. I hope they out the state. I hope they never turn back around. And I know they probably was like, fuck that. This economy that we got going on, everything is high price. Oh, and they just robbed that truck. Close my door. He sleep. And I feel like certain agencies pick and choose who they assist. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. Cause I feel like if you got money, if you was issued this, if the state issue you money to help the community, that's what you should do with the money. Don't pick and choose who you want to help. Cause it's sad because it's like who you know is who you know. And if you know somebody, you get help. If you don't know somebody, they don't help you. And that's crazy. Like I think they did like the election yesterday for the school board, and I don't vote for the school board because like I don't know them people, and I don't see no difference in the school board elections that's being done anyway. Or I don't see no difference for the people that's in office. What are they doing? Nothing. Like what makes what like have a conversation with me that's gonna make me be like, oh, okay, thank you. I go vote for you. But here it is, I don't know nothing about you. Don't know who you are. Never heard of you. Never seen you. Until now, because it's time for election. Now you want to be posted up all on social media and you looking for votes. No. Mm-mm. That just doesn't sit right with me.